scary Reddit stories from this Ask Reddit. Reddit, what is your most disturbing, scary, or creepy real story? Serious. So these are gonna be stories that you can huddle up around the campfire and shiver and tell your friends maybe later if you have a good memory on scary nights. Okay, let's get into the first story. A few years ago, I was walking through the woods off the beaten track a bit, and I smelled this really overpowering sweet smell. Being nosy, I pulled back the undergrowth to have a look and found a dead body. The guy had clearly been there a while and wasn't looking great, all swollen and green and black with various runny bits. The local wildlife had also been dining well for a few days. I can see your face. I called the police, who told me to wait with the body until they arrived. Being in the middle of nowhere, it took a while for them to arrive, and it got dark, and I was just sat there in the dark with him for a long time. It turned out he committed suicide. For a long time afterwards, I had dreams about him, and he would talk to me and say not nice things, mainly about how he was angry I had disturbed his resting place, and how he wanted me to end myself. Probably just my imagination, but all pretty disturbing at the time. He still turns up in my dreams from time to time, and no doubt will be tonight after typing this.
Oh my god.
So, what do you think of the story? Creepy.
It's definitely finding somebody dead. It is kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
I also have found one dead guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, in the channel.
Channel?
Yeah, in the channel in the city there was a channel, and at the kind of very end of the channel, we were looking and we couldn't understand. Is it the rock very high up on the surface? Is this channel so shallow? And then we realized it's not a rock, it's the head.
Oh.
The dead people,
yeah.
they kind
Float.
of walk. Yeah,
Oh.
they kind of walk. They kind of float towards the current goes.
Yeah.
Current brings them, and yeah. But I don't see any dreams about him. He's not talking to me.
Probably because you didn't spend an evening sitting next to him.
Because it also took a long time for police to come. It also
Did you need to fish him out?
Yeah, they did fish him out, and we were of course standing around and looking, and how they do the inspection and how they kind of bring the body away, and yeah, it was probably the guy who had drowned.
Holy, it smelled sweet? Difficult to describe, sort of like rotting lamb. People say that a rotting body has a very distinctive smell, and I can see what they mean. Whiskey made me dolt responds with, I used to do sewer slide and midurder cleanup. The things that gets you about it is the smell. It's not that it's that bad, it's just that it's not as revolting as you would expect. That sickly sweet aroma of dead human. The comments definitely make this story way creepier for me.
It is true. It is true. Also for these burial places where people like the smell is kind of sweet.
Nice.
Kind of sweet and sickly because
that's why people bring flowers to make it make sense.
No, to
mask it.
To mask the scent.
A serious Reddit, what's your most disturbing, scary, or creepy true stories? This is 10 years ago. And this comment is also 10 years ago. When I was about 8 years old, during recess at school, I noticed a bunch of kids outside a storage room yelling and warning to others not to approach the door because there was an eyeball staring back at you. I was curious because I didn't understand what they meant, but I could see their fear was real because their faces were pale white as they would try to deter me from taking a peek through the keyhole. I remember bending down slightly so I could get a closer look inside, and sure enough, there was an eyeball staring back at me. It freaked me out so much that I peed my pants on the spot. It was only later in the day, after I had ended up at the nurse's office because of the commotion us kids had created, that a janitor had to go into the room to inspect what this whole mess was about. Turns out that someone had placed a mirror against the door, and the eyeball we were seeing was our own reflection.
Oh, oh my god.
Who the... Yeah, that's a fucking epic prank.
Jesus.
Jesus.
No, I don't think it's prank. I think they just... how do you put the mirror at the door?
You think it was just an accident?
Yeah, it was just an accident. Like, people put it there and didn't think twice.
Next to the door?
Or maybe it was a prank.
That would also scare me, but then I would be like, wait, that eye looks familiar.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like a real eye because you kind of...
Reflection. Yeah. This one is also from 10 years ago, and it's from the user Soup for Brunch.
Ooh.
In 3rd grade, I had this strange short teacher named Mistress Todd. She was always super nice to me in class. She'd always call on me to do the fun activities first, compliment me wherever I did something, and was generally just very positive towards me. At the time, I thought she was perhaps my favorite person in the whole world. I remember even telling my mother about how much I loved Mistress Todd. Anyway, one day I sat down at my desk and opened it up to put crap in it, when shockingly I saw that there was a Victoria's Secret magazine sitting in the pull-out drawer. The kid sitting next to me noticed how shocked I was. I thought I was gonna get in trouble, and we started talking about how it might have got there. Almost immediately, Mrs. Todd walks up, asks, "What have you got there?" I was seriously confused and told her it was sitting in my desk when I got here this morning. Well, she looks at me and tells me that the kid sitting next to me must have put it there. She kept repeating that statement over and over again to both him and me, until I finally admitted that I guess he could have put it there. Maybe a few days after that, she approached me after class to tell me about this special field trip I could go on if I kept doing good in class. It would be a trip with just her and I to the Gulf of Mexico for the weekend. I remember being really excited about it at the time. However, suddenly she got replaced at the school, and we got this new teacher that didn't like me as much. I was so heartbroken at the time. It wasn't until many years later that I realized how screwed up that situation was. It scares me to think about it still.
Yeah, I think the teacher wanted to kidnap you. It doesn't say, is it a boy or a girl?
It doesn't say if it
was a boy.
Probably. And it also doesn't say where this person, like, from where the school was, because if it's in Mexico... then it's
no,
kind
it
of more
wasn't.
normal, but if it's in
Yeah.
America, then you want me to
It
go to
sounds like
Mexico?
America. It sounds like America, yeah, and they do a kind of nice field trip to go.
Holy frick, that's scary. She was obviously trying to do something awful to you. And OP is like, yeah, it was definitely some kind of weird grooming thing. I always wondered what happened to her. What I assume happened is the kid that got in trouble told his mom, she contacted the school, and then an entire conversation about the magazine brought to light what she was up to. No one ever talked to me about it, though. She was just gone one day.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, actually. What they would have said to her.
To
It was
them.
a really bad lady
Yeah.
who wanted to kidnap you.
I was outside playing with friends one afternoon. We were around 9 or 10. We lived in a quiet area. As we were playing, we noticed a man in a truck drive by over and over again. Each time he passed my friend's yard, he would drive slowly. We then realized that this man was recording us with one of those old handheld recorders. It freaked us out. We ran inside their house and called his mom. She told them they needed to stay inside and that I should go home. I tried explaining that my mom wasn't home at the moment, but she still made me leave. I lived about a mile or two down the road. I've never ran so fast in my life. I was terrified that man was going to find me as I was running back home. When my mom found out what happened, she was super pissed off. My friend's mom hadn't allowed me to stay at their house until she could come pick me up.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. Very weird.
Also very dangerous and
Yeah, it's very
just
dangerous.
very mean.
I was thinking maybe the mom is somehow involved into this mysterious filming and recording and like, I don't know, because if I would be like any person.
Or she was
not,
like, I have all these children at home, maybe he'll, when they're inside, maybe he'll break in and attack me and all these children. Better to send that child.
One less child.
Yeah.
To have one less
Child to worry about.
Yeah, it's like
Send that child out as a sacrifice.
I think it was the best option to wait until mom picks him up and obviously nothing happened, but it could have.
Yeah. So very strange to be like, no, go home.
I don't want, please, let me stay. No, go home.
Yeah. Those are all the Reddit stories for now. Were they scary enough?
Oh, yeah, they were. And they were kind of weird and strange.
That's what makes them scary.
Yeah, and I will be scared and probably I will have a bad dream tonight.
Hopefully. So which one was the scariest?
Well, now I think the mom and the child. No, I think the last one was the scariest.
Just because it's like you could have really.
Yeah. But also the
teacher.
The teacher was kind of less scary but more creepy. More creepy. I like. What was she thinking about?
Yeah, like how is she gonna get the child to go to the Gulf of Mexico without telling the parents?
Yeah. Telling his parents, and that would be really strange.
Really hard.
Really strange, yeah. Maybe she was planning to go to Mexico right now. And then, let's go. Yeah, you have been good enough, let's go. Have a nice and peaceful day.
I thought a nice and spooky day.
Or nice and safe
day. Be careful if you're a child.
If you're a child, Don't play on the street with other children.
And don't go to school.
Yeah.
And don't go in the woods.
Yeah. Stay
and
home.
And don't go to your friend's house.
Don't talk to their mom.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.